I'm delighted to be here today, a little bit jet-lagged around the edge because I've just come back from Hollybobs, but really glad to be a part of that warmth for the YHA, which has been spoken about, and I know I'm preaching to the converted here. So my plan is to share with you some tales from my most recent big journey, London to London via the world, but I'll start by kind of putting it in context, because quite a lot of people will ask, where does it come from? How did you decide to do that? I just got this real thirst for being outside and exploring and doing anything that looked a little bit scary and exciting. So when we found an advert in something, I don't know what it was, for a YHA adventure camp in Llangollen when I was about 9, I was like, sign me up, that's going to be my birthday present. And I was so excited about this, get to do all these new activities. And about a week before it was due to start, Mum had a phone call saying, I'm sorry, Mrs. Outen, Sarah's the only girl on this adventure camp. Does she still want to come? Like that was even a question, right? So off I went to Llangollen, and because I was the only girl, I was put in a room with some much older girls. So I had quite the education about all sorts of things that I was hearing and seeing in that dormitory. But I had a great time. And I think sort of experiences like that and experiences through school. I went to a great school that had lots of sort of outdoor opportunities through Duke of Edinburgh and so on. And my local kayaking club that I joined when I was about 12 or 13, I just got this sense that outdoors is where I wanted to be. And it seems like way has led on to way. I think my mum would like to hope that maybe as I've got older, my boats would have got a little bit bigger, but it just seems the miles have got a little bit longer. But it was through university that I first heard about the idea of ocean rowing. I just thought, wow, all this talk about career choices, I know what I'm going to do for my first career. I want to row across an ocean. And it was based on the fact that it sounded like a massive adventure, and that sounded really fun. And you can do that when you're 21, can't you? And so I decided that I wanted to row across the Indian Ocean because it seemed like the forgotten ocean to me, at least given that we're neighbours with the Atlantic and the Pacific is massive. And so I asked all my friends and family, would you like to come rowing with me across the Indian Ocean? They all said no, or just ignored the emails. And so I spread the net a little bit wider. I asked at university were there people that were interested in coming along, and there were enough people that said yes that made me think, well, of course we can make this happen. And about 6 months into that sort of deciding process of this is what I'd like to do, my father died really suddenly. And I sort of decided in an instant, really, that actually now I wanted to row solo across the ocean. It was going to be more to me than just an adventure. I needed to use it as a journey of healing and to do something really positive. And so 3 years later, I'd graduated, I'd worked for a year with my little boat, Dippers, facing a body of water. On my second attempt, the first one didn't go to plan. The second attempt, I made it across to Mauritius after 4 months at sea. 4 months in which I didn't wear shoes, which incidentally is why I'm barefoot today, in case you're wondering. I came home feeling a little bit topsy-turvy with life, bit of a culture shock. And one of the things that I found was really nice was to wear no shoes. One of the other things that I found on coming home was that everybody wanted to know, what was it like out there, Sarah? And next, within the same breath almost, what are you going to do next? And first, as I got off the boat and was asked that question, I was thinking, well, I'd just like a shower, actually. But I had been thinking about what I would do next. I'd always thought I'd be a teacher, but somehow I didn't feel I was ready to be inside a classroom, and I still don't. But I also had this real sense inside of me that I wanted to build on what I'd learned, and I wanted to kind of find out more and bring more people into that journey. And so as you can imagine, there's quite a lot of time to think at sea, and I spent a lot of time thinking about what such a journey might look like, which turned out to be this. London to London via the world. Heading eastwards from Tower Bridge, I wanted to traverse the northern hemisphere using human power.